Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. On today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this cowl neck halter top, and as you watch it, may you be blessed. These are list of things I used for this tutorial. First, I used my acrylic yarn, of course, and then I use a 4.5 mm hook, a measuring tape, stitch markers, darning needle, and your scissors. The first thing you're going to do is make a slip knot, like I am doing in this video. You're going to make a slip knot and begin your chains. Then you're going to make a very long chain. I am size medium and I made about 77 chains, but if you're a size small, you can reduce the chains, or if you are a size large, you can add more chains to the ones I made. But um I made 77 because I am size medium, and I'm going to be attaching a picture on the screen. Now I am done making my chains. And how to get the perfect measurement for your own top, all you need to do is measure from one side of your shoulder to the other side of your shoulder, just like how I am, like the picture I attached to this video. So measure it like that and you're going to get your perfect size. At the end of the day, I made a chain as long as 17 inches, and that is my own perfect size. So you can go ahead and do the same to get yours. Now to begin row 1, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the third chain from my hook, and make a half double crochet. Yes, we are going to be working half double crochet all through this row, and this is how to make a half double crochet. You yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over and pull through all of it. So that's what you are just going to be doing until you get to the end of the row. Now I have gotten to the end of the first row, and this is what my work looked like. So from this point to begin row 2, all I'm going to do is make a chain, just one chain, turn my work, and on that very first stitch I am going to make a half double crochet. That very first one, I'm going to make a half double crochet, and this is how to make a half double crochet. And from that point, on every stitch, I'm going to be making a half double crochet. You're also going to do this until you get to the end of the row. I have gotten to the end of the second row, and I'm just going to make the last half double crochet on that row. This is it. From this point, you're going to repeat the exact same thing you did on the second row by chaining one, turning your work, and on the first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. So you're going to repeat this row for row 3 and for the remaining rows of the top until you achieve that perfect length that you want. It's like a crop top, so it's not a long top. So until you achieve that length, and when I get to that point, I am going to show you how mine look like. And this is it. I have gotten the perfect length I want my top to be, and this is me just finishing the last row. I made about 39 rows. Yes, I made about 39 rows, and I achieved a total length of 11.5 inches. So if you want yours shorter, you can reduce the rows you made, and if you want yours longer, you increase, you add more, I mean. So from this point, I want to make this strap, like the strap that you're going to tie over your neck. So I'm going to be changing my hook size because I want the strap to be a bit tight. So I changed my hook size to a 4.0 millimeter From this point, without cutting my yarn, that particular side I made 2 chains. I chained 2, and on that very first stitch I'm making a double crochet. Instead of, we have been working half double crochet, but instead I made double crochet, and I made 4 double crochets like this. I made 4 double crochet and chained 2, and on the second row of the strap I'm going to be doing same thing, 4 double crochet. Remember, we are chaining 2, we are not chaining 3, we are not chaining 1, we're chaining 2 whenever we want to begin a new row, and that is what I am going to be doing. You're just going to continue doing the same pattern until you have achieved the length of the strap you want, and after this point you're going to be doing for the other side of the top. And I am done making the first strap. This is what it looks like. So from here I'm going to grab my tape rule and measure it. I made about 28 rows. Yes, 28 rows of this tiny strap, and on my tape rule I have about 14 inches. Yes, 14 inches. So you can make yours longer, but this is the perfect size and perfect measurement. I think it is suitable for a strap over your neck. So I cut my yarn, and I'm done with that part. So on the other side of the top I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. But this time around I am going to reattach my yarn, because the yarn was not out of my work. I just continued, but yeah, I am attaching it, and I'm going to be making the same thing I did on the other side. So I reattached my yarn, I made a slip knot, and then going to count four stitches, and on the fourth one I start. So I'm going to work like this, hide my yarn in the process, chain 1 on that very same stitch, chain 2 on that very first stitch. I make a double crochet. On the second stitch, making another double crochet. On the third one, double crochet, and on the fourth one, that is the last one, double crochet. So that is what I'm going to be doing on this side. Remember, that is what we did on the first side, and the second side same thing. Chain 2, turn your work. On that first stitch you make a double crochet, and that is basically what we'll be doing until we get to the end of the row. Remember, I made 28 rows of this particular pattern, so that is what you're going to do. And when I am done, I'm going to meet you at the end. I am done making the second strap over your neck, and this is what it looks like. So from this point I am going to be making the other strap for your waist. This one is going to the one we are tying at the back of at your back, the one that is going to hold your waist firm. This is the one I am making. So this other strap, I'm going to reattach my yarn on the edge of my top like this, and from this point I'm going to chain 2, in that very stitch I'm making a double crochet. In total I'll be making 5 double crochets. Yes, I'll be making 5 double crochets, and I'll be putting it into 3 rows of my top. Now we are not working into stitches, we are working into rows. So I made a total of 5 double crochets and I put it into 3 rows of my top. So all you need to do is make double crochets and let it fit into 3 rows of your top, like I am doing in my. So that is all you need to do. The last one should be at the very end of the third row, and that is all. So I made a total of 5 double crochet, and then I chained 2. Process of me making 5 double crochets, I hid that yarn. Yes, that yarn I used in the beginning. Now I chained 2 through my work, and on the first stitch I made a double crochet, second one double crochet, third one double crochet, fourth one double crochet, and the last and the fifth one make the last double crochet. And that is what you are going to be doing until you get to the end of the row. On this other strap I made a total of 40 rows, and I know it's a bit wider than the other strap. The other strap I made about 4 double crochets, but this one I'm making 5 double crochet on each row, and I made about 40 rows. So that's the exact same thing you're going to do for the other side of the top, and after that I'm going to meet you there. I am done with my top, and this is what it looks like. I am done with the 2 strap at the top of the top, and then at the waist of the top I've done the 2 strap, and this is what it looks like. And from this point I'm just going to take the measurement so you know how you're going to make yours, and I'm going to be attaching a video of me wearing it so you will know how it looks on me. The waist strap is about 18.5 inches long, while the top is about 11.5 inches long. Yes, that is how long it is. Giving 11, okay, 12, depending on how long you want yours to be. So that's it. So from this point I am going to weave in my end with my darning needle. All my ends I'm going to weave them in neatly. Yes, I'm going to weave them in neatly, and after then I am done with the top. I am there is no work to do again. That is the end of making this top. It is a very simple tutorial, and I would really like to see each and everybody that wants to recreate it. I would like to see their work. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you have gotten this far in this video, please give me a thumbs up, help me like this video, and also subscribe to my channel for more amazing crochet tutorials like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.